Hello. Anybody here in English? Anybody in English? Here is Olga Vasilchuk from sunny Costa Rica. My friends. Last effort of the year in English. 3 people. Well, still somebody. Let's see who is willing to ask me a tarot question or astrology question. How about your New Year mood? Are you ready to celebrate? Okay. In Costa Rica, it's 1 p.m. December 30, 2019. 1 day left until the end of the year. Radiant. You would like a reading. My friends. No, Yelena, it's not in French, neither in Russian, it's in English. But you can watch it in the Russian version or French in the recorded. It stays in my playlist as a recorded video. No. Now it's in English. Russian. Radiant. Yes. One tarot question is $10. Astrology question is $20. You have PayPal link in the description of this video. I can post one more time here the link to my PayPal me link. You can send $10 and I will answer your question. Here is the link to PayPal. And yes, astrology question, like anything you want. Synastry, birth chart, career choice, love, synastry, I said, astrocartography, eclipses, transits, solar return, secondary progressions, solar arc, primary directions. I master everything. What the format that I offer during these live streamings doesn't replace the reading of 30 minutes. It's just the answer to one question. It takes 5 minutes to open the 10 cards, okay? And you have to formulate your question clearly. Don't ask me, please, what can I expect in 2020? It's too vague, too general. If you have a specific situation, a dilemma, a choice to make, you are in front of a choice, you need to formulate the question clearly. Yes, okay, while you are deciding, Muriel, yes, please watch it in French, record it, it's very interesting. I cannot speak French now because it's for English-speaking audience. Yeah, it stays in the playlist, Muriel, and it was very interesting in French. Bonne année. Radiant, your name is Sia. Sia, your first name, right? So, it was you. Okay. Please formulate your question. Meanwhile, you are formulating your question, I will share with you quickly for me, the conclusion of the year. What the year brought to me. The most interesting stuff that happened to me is, new 6 tarot decks, because for my work I use Tarot White, Tarot of Rider White for 20 years. It's a small format, already used and almost worn out. So what I did is that I purchased a new deck of the Radiant Rider White Tarot, okay? Yes, please formulate your question. Okay, new deck, and also it's radiant. The images are better, more interesting, more bright, with more colors, and the size is bigger, of course. So this was the, I refreshed my working deck. Okay, another deck that I have is Botticelli Golden Tarot Botticelli. This is the World, and this is the High Priest, the Pope. Botticelli Golden, very gorgeous, beautiful. I have another deck, Illuminati. You see, this is the High Priestess, and this is the card of the Empress, Illuminati. Marriage perspective. Okay, I understood. No problem. I will see it now with the Celtic or Celtic. Sometimes people say that both way. Celtic or Celtic cross. I will answer. Let me just finish with the cards. I also have Gothic tarot, but on stocks, very specific, very special. It's a little bit even scary, but unusual design, okay? So these are the small formats. From the big formats, what I have, this is a very popular deck, you know, that Wild Unknown, very popular deck in the English-speaking world, I noticed on YouTube. I didn't see French people using this deck. You should know that, you should know it, right? You see the pictures, they contain the elements of nature and even animals. That's why it's called the Wild Unknown. Pictures from drawings. Pictures from wild nature. That's why it's called Wild Unknown. Yes. Sia, don't worry, I will answer your question. I just want to finish with the cards. I have absolutely gorgeous deck, and its vibrations corresponds perfectly to my vibrations. I catch the vibrations since I'm a Uranian person. I have Sun in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, Ascendant Aquarius, Mercury in Capricorn in sextile with the Uranus. So the Starman Tarot of David Bowie, the psychedelic was in French, in English, psychedelic. The pictures are absolutely incredible. The design, the style. Some of the cards are absolutely like, I couldn't sleep when I first opened the deck. And I think that the David Bowie receives royalties from this deck because his name is written by David de Angelis or Angelis, inspired by the artworks he created for David Bowie. But since David Bowie's name is here, it means that he has some there's a copyright. He has rights on these decks. What do you think? And also on some cards, on certain arcanas, you see the face of David Bowie. So he sells his image. For sure, he owns this deck. This is his deck. And I like the style. I adore. All right? David Bowie. What else? I have I never saw it on the internet, Impressionist tarot, you see? In the style of Edouard Manet, Claude Monet, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, Edgar Degas, Vincent van Gogh, Paul Gauguin. You see the style of the pictures, images. This deck is inspired by Impressionists. Unusual, very soft, very tender, very cute. And I have Osho Zen 78 arcanas, minor and major, but the pictures, the images are not the same sometimes at all. Sometimes they have nothing to do with the images because of the classic tarot, like Ace of Pentacles or the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, they correspond. The cards here correspond to the cards, to the minor and the major arcana of the classic tarot, but sometimes you don't recognize them. You have to study the book. And for each arcana, you have a small text from Osho, from his works, from his publications, from his books. So I need time to focus seriously on the content of the interpretation of all the arcanas. It's very interesting. Okay. Okay, so what about the energies of the eclipses on the 26th and the 4th degree of Capricorn, and the second eclipse, the upcoming eclipse, on the 10th of January, the full moon and the lunar eclipse on the axis Cancer Capricorn. Okay. Sia, what is your sun sign? Solar sign, please. Can you give me your solar sign? Because I will need to pick up a card according to your sun sign. Please. While you are writing the response, what is your sun sign? Just, I would like to attract your attention to the fact that I offer 20% discount on all the services except rectification. Until the 10th of January, if you want to order a basic tarot, AstroTarot reading of 30 minutes, 1 hour and a half, I offer 20% discount. So if you book in my agenda, in the website, in my agenda, and my website's address is Astro Esoteric Pro. It's in 3 languages, so if you're lost suddenly, don't forget to switch the language. So it's also, I have an English version. Here is my website. Ah, Sarah! Hello. So 20% discount on basic AstroTarot reading and also anything you want. Career choice, birth chart analysis, chart horoscope, couples industry, love relationship, astrocartography, all kinds of predictions using the 5 methods of predictions. Whatever you want. 20% until 10th of January. Also special eclipse offer that I always release. I always offer the offer twice per year during the eclipse season. So for 200 Canadians, you will receive the video recording of, yes, I got it, Libra, okay. You receive then 1 hour and a half, 1 hour 30 of video analysis. You will see my computer, the screen of the computer. Then you will see me also. The analysis of the impact of the eclipses of the season on your life for the next, let's say, 6 months until the next season of eclipses. You will have the analysis of the transits, of the major transits for 2020, for 1 year, for the 12 months after the eclipses, the analysis of the secondary progressions for the 12 months, and also 1 tarot question. It's a lot of information, 1 hour and a half, 200 Canadians. So the offer is valid until January 11. You see the announcement of the discount on all my services and the announcement about the special eclipses on the front page of my website, Astro Esoteric Pro. Okay? So let's ask the question about the perspectives of marriage for Sia, because your first name is Sia, Libra. So we will pick up the card of the Queen of Swords, and for this type of questions I like to do the Celtic or Celtic cross. I like, this is universal. Draw, you say draw. Universal. Yeah. Okay. So how is the mood? New Year mood? Ready to celebrate? It's so hot here in Costa Rica. Sarah, you sent via PayPal or Interact? Yeah, now it's 25 degrees Celsius. Celsius. Feels like 23. No, shade, in the shade 23, feels like 24. Normally it's 25 because, yeah, I'm in the mountains, so it's a little bit fresh. I'm not on the Pacific coast. I'm in the mountain. That's why it's the microclimate here in the mountains is just perfect. PayPal. Okay. Yeah, I blessed. Hope you had a good holiday. My holidays are to come. The Russian Christmas is on the 7th of January, and the Russian Old New Year is on the 13th of January. Sarah, I got your question. So, Libra, Sia. It's like the Australian singer. Sia. No, I'm joking. Okay, let's see. Because I talk, because I need time to mix the cards, to shuffle the cards. The devil. How old are you? The devil in reverse. What's this? Did you go through crisis, a critical period of your life? But it's almost over. You are getting out of it. Ah, the devil. But it's in reverse. It means it's over. Relax. Sia. Oh. And my cat turns 1 year tomorrow. Well, you know, maybe you don't know that I don't really like just tarot reading, you know, because it's too superficial. If you are a new client, if I don't know your chart, I need ideally to see the planets, you know, in aspects in the houses, etc. Because in this case, I immediately see where do we have the actual current transits? How do they affect you? Saturn, Pluto, because we know that they are in the Capricorn. Jupiter just entered Capricorn. Saturn, yeah, Uranus and Taurus, Neptune and Pisces. So immediately I could see if the transit affect you. This is the subject of astrological reading, and at least 30 minutes. Here, we have just the cards. That's why if the cards they don't show, you know, they don't give me the card of the Hierophant, the fifth major arcana that ideally, yeah, is desirable in this type of reading that promises marriage. It doesn't mean that it's all like it's hopeless. Maybe just for 6 months, even though you asked the question about 2020, you see. So that's why for a new client whom I don't know, whose chart I don't know, well, we are having fun, but still there is something behind this message. There is nothing dramatic, don't worry. The devil is in reverse. You can say goodbye to the energies of the devil. Now, what we have here, of course, what is on your heart, what you feel now, how you feel. The Ace of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Are you in love with somebody? I don't see masculine figure in the cards. I see only one figure, Page of Wands, who could be a person. Pages can also sometimes symbolize attitudes, our attitudes, news, messengers, but not figures, not people. Or it could be a younger person than you. I don't see here kings, neither emperor, neither the fifth major arcana, the Hierophant, which would promise a marriage. But the Ace of Cups, this is love. I want to love and to be loved. Maybe, I don't know anything about your life, right? Maybe you had a brief, short, superficial story with somebody young or older than you but immature, and you want to escape Seven of Swords. You want to disappear, you want to escape, yes, to get rid of this relationship. And you want a real love, deep feelings, engagement, commitment. Look, you see, I don't know anything about you. I don't know your chart, I don't know your story. I'm just trying to read what I see here. It's an interesting experiment, right? So yeah, this is sure that you want to love, but something that you went through recently was not satisfying. And that's why you want to give up to this and to change, to come up to something new. You want something new to come into your life. You have only minor arcanas. From the 10 cards, you have only minor, which means that these can change, this scenario that I have here in front of me, it can change so many times. If you had at least the half of the 10 cards, you know, major arcanas, yeah, in this case we would say that you have to accept what destiny prepared to you. You cannot avoid the program scenario for you. Minor arcana is like, this is the most probable evolution of the situation. but it's not something fatal. You can change it with your behavior, with your own intentions and your own actions. Okay? So you want to love and to be loved. Ace of Pentacles, but Seven of Swords. For me, you want to get some distance, for me, as I see it, with somebody. If this is the person, the Page of Wands, somebody immature who promises a lot, but he doesn't do what he promises. There is no correspondence, no synchronicity between the words and the actions, the acts. In the recent past, Four of Pentacles in reverse, whether you were single or with this guy, the younger guy, who didn't really promise you anything exciting, and he couldn't offer you anything exciting, or you've been single, Four of Pentacles, you've been having ordinary, simple life, boring life, but in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse shows that you don't want this anymore. You want something more exciting. You want another life, bright, full of colors, full of movement, full of events. You are fed up with a simple, just over job life. Over job, I mean in all spheres of life. Just the basics. You're not satisfied with just the basics anymore. What is crowning your reading? Seven of Cups in reverse. Maybe you've been, it depends, where is your Venus? Is it in Pisces? It doesn't have especially tense aspects with Neptune, even in another sign than Pisces. This is the card of being victim of illusions. When you choose the wrong partners, or you choose the right partner, but you choose the wrong strategy or behavior with the right partner. You have to give up to your illusions. Maybe, I don't know, you have to, it would be a good idea to, to focus on your chart, to trace the dynamics of your Venus, its aspects, its dispositor in the sign, the eclipses, the impact of the eclipses, the transits, the secondary progressions. This is just the card that says give up to the illusions. If you tell me it's not true, for example, but if I see your chart, if you tell me that it's not true that I live in illusions, if I see your chart and I see that Venus is in a square to Neptune, oh yes, you are the victim of your illusions. That's why astrology is more important. Is the background. The card is an additional secondary tool, okay? So give up to your illusions. This is the crown. This is what the crowns you're reading. The midheaven, the zenith, the 10th house, symbolically. Get down to the earth. Don't choose the wrong guys. Closest future, Ace of Swords. I have the feeling that you will have to cut off somebody from your life. I don't know, maybe somebody, or the one specific younger, immature person, or just useless people in your life to cut off, like to make a firm decision, to take the firm decision, to make irreversible choice, especially during the lunar eclipse on the 10th. Whatever we undertake during the eclipses, we won't be able to repair this, to get back to this in the future. Once it's done, it's done. If you want to give up smoking during the eclipse, if you do during the eclipse, some detox, you will be strong enough, you will be able not to get back to smoking if you do it during the eclipse. Now, the dynamics for 2020. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, and the 4 of Wands. It looks like you are worried with the financial side of any partnership relationship. Maybe you're looking for a prosperous, financially comfortable partner. You are scared, 9 of Wands, that you will not meet the partner who will have enough of resources to provide the family, But for me, since 10 of Pentacles is in reverse, you have to focus on your own values, your own skills, talents, the value of a personality. You have to do everything possible to make your own money and then to think about a rich partner. Because even though there is no, don't be scared not to meet a poor candidate. because this is what the card says, none of wands in reverse. You should relax. But I need to see your chart. Again, if you want a reading or even of 30 minutes, I will see immediately what's going on in your life, astrologically speaking. The final outcome, it's Four of Wands. Since I don't see here any king, the emperor, no masculine figure, serious masculine figure. Four of Wands means here staying in your comfort zone. Maybe you wait that somebody comes up to you. But before somebody comes up to you, you have to become somebody as a valuable personality with your character, with your expectations, conditions. You have to offer something to the other person. For me, from what I see from the reading, victim of illusions, choosing the wrong partners, and there is one figure, even if somebody ex from the distant past, he's still here. You have to cut off the maybe energetical connection or tie with this person and to reconsider your way of thinking, acting, and behaving. Ace of Swords. Because there is no other figure, but masculine figure, but it doesn't mean, again, I repeat myself, that it's hopeless. This reading can be valid for even one day, for 2 weeks. If you become aware of a necessary change during the next 2 weeks, during the season of eclipses, this reading can be cancelled. It's not fatal. There's no fatality. In the reading where you have only minor arcanas and the advice, Five of Cups in reverse, again, cups, expectations, illusions, and when people don't behave the way you expect them to behave, you are disappointed and upset. The wrong strategy of behavior. Do you feel that this speaks about you? If you have told me that I have a partner, we are together for 2 years, and somebody really present here for me, serious, and will I get married with him? It's another story. If you are single, if there is a useless contact, if there is a useless tie in your life, you will have to get rid of this person. Maybe even in this case, it may be too early to talk about a possible marriage, because for this you need to meet somebody serious. So if you need a more in a deep reading, 20% discount, you can book an appointment in my agenda, Astro Esoteric Pro, and pay via PayPal me. Because the prices on my website in the section prices and payments are configured with the full price. So if you want to send a payment with a discount, you need to enter the amount manually in the link PayPal me. Okay? Good luck. Sarah, should I remain with my current employer or change? You know that I don't like questions yes or no. That's why I will pull out a couple of cards for the first option. What will happen if you stay where you are, and what will happen if you quit? Because this is actually the dilemma you are in front of. Because if you ask me how my current job will evolve, I would maybe go for the Celtic cross. You have a dilemma, so that means that I will pull out cards for 2 blocks. If you stay, if you go. I will not pull out 9 and 9. It's a lot of cards. I will pull out 3 and 3. But since it's not enough 3 cards, I will pull out 3 cards also from Lenormand, okay? To confirm or to pick up some additional information. So I know that you are Scorpio, Queen of Cups, general energy, 5 of Swords. Feeling of being defeated, willing, yes, to quit, to escape, to abandon, because it's not, yeah, not constructive at all. Okay, 3 cards. If you stay. If you stay and if you go. Uh-huh. And French cards, Lenormand. Just a moment. General energy here from Lenormand. The book, you don't know what to do, lost. Now 3 cards from Lenormand. Just a moment. If you stay, Tarot, 5 of Pentacles, misery. In all senses of word, 4 of Wands in reverse, and Lovers in reverse. So if you stay, 4 of Wands in reverse, okay, 5 of Pentacles. You feel miserable. Maybe not enough of salary, but this is another. It's one of the aspects of the situation. The financial side. You don't feel that you explore your potential, you know. It's like you're doing simple, stupid things. Simple tasks. There is no challenge. You understand the misery in which sense of word? It's like, okay, I need a paycheck, I need money, so I do this job. You feel that you are not on the tasks are not on the level of your capacities, your potential. 4 of Wands in reverse, even this stability that you may think that you have may disappear. It's too comfortable, too simple. 4. And one day, sooner or later, you will be forced to leave it behind and to go for something else. It will be more and more boring. And the Lovers in reverse, maybe right now they don't leave you the choice. Maybe now you have to accept the only option that you have. Because Lovers in the right straight position would clearly indicate the necessity, the inevitability of a choice to look for something else. Maybe not right now, because Lovers are in reverse. The question of time, just for me. If you stay, the Tarot, bouquet, flowers, the fox, and the man, monsieur. A colleague or a boss, with a hypocrite attitude. Maybe there's a flirt, some indecent proposal, because maybe he likes you and he will try to invite you for a drink, or I don't know. It may be even I don't think it's a promotion, because it's just it's flowers, it's invitation, gift, flirt, in combination with the fox. It's not a real tangible offer that you should consider if it was a business promotion. I mean, occasion to evolve in the current professional environment. For me, it's a colleague or a boss who flirts with you and he wants to seduce you and who plays the double game, the fox. If you look for something else, Tarot, the World, 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So yes, the major arcana, the World. Oh yes, too much light now suddenly. You will be free. You will set yourself free. Of course, expansion, success. You have to look for something else. The only thing here, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is the card of apprenti, of master classes. When you learn something new with your moon in aspect with the tennis aspect with the Jupiter, you will always doubt in your expertise, in your capacities, in your skills. So you will always be seduced by the idea of learning something new in order to use these new skills and knowledge in the new position. But actually the Page of Pentacles in reverse says that you have to focus on one field that you know already and to become a professional, yes, in this field. Don't absorb too much useless information, new information. Focus on one thing that you already know, but become an excellent specialist in this field. Don't get involved in new adventures, something totally new. This is just a small advice of the minor arcanas. But the outcome and the final response of the major arcana is the world. Yes, you have to look for something new. Maybe wait until the end of eclipses, until the end of January. Because Lovers in reverse is like, take your time with the choice, not right now, today. Wait until the second half, at least, of January. Lenormand, if you look for something else. The Sun, very positive, the most positive card, right? Success, recognition, satisfaction, exaltation. But what else I have here? The birds and the cross. A little bit heavy as a combination, worries, anxiety, fears. Because this is extremely positive, the Sun, and the world in the Tarot, in the three cards of Tarot, is very extremely constructive and positive. Maybe you may worry the birds that if you look for something else, for another position, for another job, you will have to start again from zero, blah, blah, blah. It will be unbearable to prove since the beginning, again from zero, to prove that you are professional, that you know things, like once again to solve yourself, to sell. It's always simpler to stay in the comfort zone. But why there's this anxiety, I don't know. You have to think about it. Why you have these cards. Worries that you will not stand one more change. But you will have this positive change if you look for something else. Because you have the world and the Sun as the outcome. Okay? Sarah. This is my answer. My friends, I spoke for so many hours. 1 hour and a half in Russian, 1 hour and a half in French. I don't even know what is my name. I'm so saturated. But it's an additional occasion to talk to you, to show myself up on YouTube. Somebody else? Any other questions? No, you can always apply, but what is not advised is to sign, because when you sign a professional agreement, contract, or marriage contract, you get engaged. It's like you create the birth chart of the event. It's called elective astrology. When we choose the right date to make a major purchase or to get married, You can, if you, for example, if we talk about partnership relationships, you can be in a relationship and even, like live together and even to sleep together. But once you put your signatures, the both signatures on the paper, you get engaged during this day. You get engaged because you sign. It's something physical. If you do it during the eclipse, the way your marriage will evolve in the future, it will be uncontrolled. You won't be able to control the dynamic of the evolution of the marriage. But you can apply, you can even go for interviews, you can meet people, future potential employers. But the signature is already physical commitment, engagement. It's better to avoid the signature during the eclipse. For example, they say, for example, when Mercury is retrograde, it's better not to buy equipment, cell phones, computers, cars, of course. But it means that the birth chart, the horoscope of the bought, of the purchased object, will have retrograde Mercury in its chart. Yeah, it may sound funny. It may sound funny for somebody, but this is extremely important, and it works. If you have Mercury retrograde in your chart, you do the contrary. You can purchase computer, laptop during the transit Mercury retrograde. That will work perfectly because you have natal Mercury retrograde in your chart. But if you purchase a car, a cell phone, a device, mercurial symbolism, right? Means of communications. During the transit of Mercury retrograde, having Mercury direct in your chart, you will always have problems with the device. So, my friends, if somebody wants to ask me a question in a private message after this live streaming during 48 hours today, tomorrow, you're welcome. You have my WhatsApp number in the description of this video. I don't travel, I work because I had a friend from Montreal from the 7th to 23rd, so I traveled a little bit over Costa Rica, so now I have to work, I have to focus. So I'm available, I'm not off, I'm not on vacation during the holidays, okay? So I think I will just get disconnected because, yeah, so many hours in 3 languages. You can contact me via all the means that are described in the body of the video, okay? Discount on all the services, 20% discount until 10th of January, and special eclipse offer. So I wish you all the best. Happy New Year. A lot of big, great projects for the next year. Peace, love, prosperity, health. Take care of yourself. Celebrate comme il faut, with the joy and happiness and with the light heart and the light head. Leave all the problems behind in the year that is ending now. It's coming up to an end, and meet the new upcoming year 2020 with a lot of optimism and ambitious projects, and keep love in your heart. This is the most important thing. So good luck, and talk to you very, very soon. All the best. Kisses from Costa Rica.